Hey everyone, what's up? Newbie Snake here. How are you all doing today? So after showing you guys and girls how I defeated Madara in Naruto, I'll now show you how I defeat Sasuke. So let's get started. So we're going to be doing the 50 stamina mission, and as usual we're going to click on the rewards tab. So the first time clearing this mission, you'll be getting 1,000 battle points, and as usual there are 3 special requirements. The first one, you will have to complete the the battle within 90 turns, and then secondly, you need to defeat your opponent with a skill attack, meaning you cannot punch him to death or auto attack. Thirdly, you need to achieve S rank rating, and after that you'll be getting 3 ninja stones, and then whenever you achieve S rank rating, you'll be getting 300 battle points, and also the available drops will be the points. Okay, so Sasuke will have a chance to drop points. I think it's 100% guaranteed he will be dropping stuff. Anyways, let's click on the strategy button. So in here we'll be fighting Sasuke, and the same with Madara and Naruto. You'll be fighting 3 forms of him. All right, the first one being his normal form, the second one being his Susanoo, but not like the complete Susanoo. The third one will be the complete Susanoo form. All right, so he is only weak against Rinnegan, and then he's strong against unique type, genjutsu type, lava type, and boiling type. And finally, he is totally immune to fire, electric, summoning type, cursed type, Sharingan type, and blaze or flame type. So which is his other self. If you guys remember, there's this Amaterasu Sasuke, that's the type. So basically this is like the same thing. They're just telling you, after he dies, he transforms and stuff like that. So the second form, he will be mainly using summoning jutsu. So much like the Android Anniversary Sasuke that you face. That you have a chance to pull, and that's the one you'll be facing, all right? So let's get started. So I personally find this mission the hardest out of the 3, like out of Madara himself and Naruto. The reason is because I do not have any strong Rinnegan users. The only 2 Rinnegan users that I have in my box is the free Madara, as well as the version 1 Pain, which has like extremely slow casting speed and doesn't do any damage at all, like just very minimal. So to me, this is actually the hardest one because I don't have the units that are needed. So if you guys have Madara, or you guys have the event like 32 cost Pain or the exclusive Pain, then I suggest using those, right? But because I don't have what it takes, I'll have to do a workaround, all right? I've tried many different combinations, but so far the only one that has worked for me to achieve all 3 special requirements is the current one I'll be showing you. All right, this is my team that I use. If let's say you guys have better units than I do, for example, you have Madara, or you have the exclusive Pain or 32 team cost Pain, you can feel free to replace the Jiraiya or maybe this Naruto, or maybe Hashirama as well. Keep the 6 stars event KCM Naruto. And if you already have Pain or strong units on your own, I'd also recommend using a friend's KCM 6 stars Naruto. The reason for that is because Sasuke goes into his Susanoo form in his 2nd stage or the 3rd stage. And then when he goes into Susanoo form, he has a chance to nullify your attack, meaning he doesn't take damage. He takes 0 damage for that. So this Naruto, however, ignores enemies' defense, ignores their resistancy, ignores everything. So it's better to use 2 of these Naruto instead of the 2 Narutos that I'm using. But the reason why I'm using them is because they're my only last survival technique. All right, basically, if I don't have them, I'll probably lose within like at the 3rd stage for sure. So when I'm picking these 2 Naruto, one thing you need to notice is you will have to find a person with the revival seal right here. So when you go below HP 0, you're going to revive once, and having your HP and chakra recovered to max again. So my Naruto has the exact same thing, except for the initial ninja gear, because I don't have that one. So what I'm doing, like what my strategy is, what the workaround is, if I don't have those specific units, is this one. So during the last stage, I've tested out many times. During the last final stage, he will usually end up killing all 3 of my units because my Jiraiya will not land every single hit of his Toad Genjutsu. So Sasuke will end up hitting my team and killing them and debuffing and stuff like that. But because my Naruto will survive once, because they're going to revive again, I'll be able to deal enough damage to kill Sasuke off. So that's what I am counting on. But if, let's say, my Jiraiya is able to, make Sasuke immobile for like, well, not immobile, but can't use his skills for most of the turns, then I'll probably win, right? But yeah, one other notable mention is the Sakura, which is also the event Sakura, because her skill 2 actually helps your whole team increase their dodge rate by 80%. So, and whenever you dodge a skill, that skill, like, you will not take any damage, right? So that will be useful as well. But the reason why you don't see me using her is because I haven't like awakened her and I don't have enough materials, don't have enough resources, etc. I only have 2 million gold right now, right? So she's still only level 20 or like 40, all right? So I don't have any of those useful ones this time. So this is my workaround, all right? I'm using Hashirama because his second skill actually deals quite a lot of damage, about 100k, and then Jiraiya to try to immobilize the Sasuke. All right, so now let me just show you guys the ninja gear. So if you guys have seen my previous video on Madara, I'm using the exact same ninja gear. Not because they're extremely good, but because this is what I have, all right? There are much better ninja gear out there, but, for people who don't grind as much, just like me, then we'll end up using these things, right? So as you guys can see, I don't have a single unique thing for Hashirama. So I'm just using this instead. So let's do it. Well, let me show you this one first. Okay, so these are the ones I have. So I've covered all these ones in my previous video. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can feel free to refer to that or just comment down below. All right, so now let's start. The first 2 stages are pretty easy with my current team comp, but the last stage is where things start to fall apart because whenever my Jiraiya doesn't land his Toad Genjutsu, Sasuke is gonna, do a lot of damage and does a lot of crazy stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna use skill number 2 to buff the whole team, and I'm gonna use skill number 1 on Jiraiya. And then I'm going to wait a turn here because my Naruto just started using the skill. And skill number 1 is going to be faster than skill number 2. So you don't want to waste his chakra. So I'm just going to defend. And then I'm going to use skill number 2 on KCM event Naruto. And then now I'm going to use skill number 1 on this Naruto. Because if you guys pay attention to the action bar, my first Naruto is almost done, right? And then I'm going to use skill 1 for Hashirama to lower down his skill damage by 40%. And again, that's one of the other reasons why I chose Hashirama, because of skill number 1. If you happen to have units that will debuff your enemy or buff your enemy, then definitely use them, all right? That's why I also recommended Sakura at first, because you will need to have a support unit in this one. Because Sasuke will debuff your whole team's attack and defense most of the time. And then at the final stage, he increases his own stats, attack, defense, agility, and a lot of other things. So yeah, pick a good support to debuff and buff your team as well. I remember there was one unit I covered before that does both, right? Debuffs and buffs. So I forgot who it is. So yeah, and also try equipping ninja gear that will prevent yourself from getting paralyzed, because I hate Sasuke because he paralyzes a lot, right? Even in the previous event missions, he always paralyzed the team. And I always remember, like, there was one unit that will actually cure paralysis or prevents your team from getting paralyzed. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just thinking of Kushina, who will prevent your team from getting bind. So yeah, if there's a unit that will prevent paralysis or heals paralysis, that'll be great. So I'm sorry for the lag here. Now I'm just going to use skill number 1 for Naruto, and skill number 1 for this Naruto, and skill number 1 for this Naruto. So now all my skill number 2s are set. I can finally use skill number 1 to attack them, all right? And then I'm going to use skill number 2 for Hashirama and attack him. Give me a second. I don't know why there's this lag. All right, my apologies. Basically what happened was my phone accidentally connected to another Wi-Fi. So that was very slow. So that's why I was experiencing some lag. Now it should be better. You just see some minor stuttering issues that you usually see from Air server because, you know, it just lags a lot. But at least now it's better. You know, now the screen doesn't really freeze while I'm talking, just minor freezing. All right, so as you guys can see, Sasuke is almost dead, and now there's freezing going on as well. Very sorry, guys, but I hope you guys can bear with it. So we're just gonna kill him off. Now it's only been, what, 12 turns, right? Okay. And let's see. So Sasuke still hasn't been affected by the Toad Genjutsu. So my Jiraiya has been failing so far. He has been using skills almost, whenever possible. And that's uncool. See, now he used Susanoo. That was not supposed to happen if my Jiraiya was able to stop him. But it's okay. I'm just going to keep trying. Alright, sorry about that. I had to restart the whole Air server program because it was just lagging way too heavily. So now let's do it again. I hope it has fixed the issue. We'll see. So now Sasuke has turned into a second form and it's still lagging. I'm so sorry, guys. For some awkward reason, my program's just lagging really badly today. Okay, so now let's do my skill number 1. And then I have to use skill number 2 because the effect is over. Okay, finally, Genjutsu has landed on him. Good stuff. So he won't be able to use skill pretty much for this form or this stage. So I gotta take advantage of this. I'm just gonna defend with Jiraiya. I'm gonna use skill number 1 again because the Hashirama one, like the effect is almost wearing off and it just wore off. So it's good timing. Okay, I'm just going to defend, and I will defend one more time for Jiraiya, and then I'll use the skill number 1 next time. Okay, now we're going to use skill number 1, skill number 2 for Hashirama, and then I will use skill number 1 now for Jiraiya, because it's almost wearing off. Alright, let's try this out. Alright, so that's what, 110k damage, and over here another almost 110k damage, and the Toad Genjutsu just wore off, and my Jiraiya is about to land his hit again. So hopefully it lands. If it lands, I'll have a much better time for his third form. So skill number 2 again with Hashirama, and please land it, please, please, please. Oh, he totally just nullified the attack as well, so that's bad. Oh no. Alright, so GG for Hashirama right there, because my Jiraiya couldn't land the Toad Genjutsu. So that's bad. Hopefully it kills him. Nope, because my stats were off. So okay. So if this one lands, oh nice, so that landed, so we'll have a better, you know, first half of stage 3, I believe. Okay, let's try this out. I'm gonna defend. Alright, so now we're moving on to stage 3, you know, his third form. Okay, and let's see. I'm just going to defend with Jiraiya again because he's, you know, the Sasuke still has the Toad Genjutsu. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of chakra. Okay, so I'm now going to use skill 2 on that Naruto so that I can use the rally status again. And then I think Sasuke is almost wearing off, so I'm going to use skill number 1. Yep, it just wore off. So he's going to be able to attack us once because Jiraiya is not going to be that fast because I didn't time it too nicely. I'm so glad he didn't kill off my Naruto yet. He couldn't. Alright. So let's see. If it lands, GG for me. Yes, good stuff. Good job, Jiraiya. I'm glad. Yeah, this is like RNG stuff, guys. You know, it's really based on luck if I'm counting on Jiraiya, you see. But that's good. That makes it so much better. Because before I'd have like a much harder time with him, with its Susanoo form and stuff, and he would usually kill off my whole team, and then I'll just end up having the 2 Narutos. That's why I need to, you know, work around and stuff. Or else, if let's say I had 2 of these event KCM Naruto, things would have been much easier. Okay, I'm just gonna use this skill number 1 for Jiraiya again, just in case the Toad Genjutsu status wears off. And now we're at like 83 turns, as you guys can see. So we're almost done. And I think that was bad timing. I think now it wears off, but it's okay. I think my KCM Naruto will kill him off. So 88 turns right there, guys. Clutch. So the first time 89 now, because that counted as 1. But so the first time I did it, like when I completed the first requirement, like with 90 turns, I had it with 81 turn instead, and with the exact same team, right? But the very, very first time I tried it, remember I told you guys I tried different combinations and stuff. So the very first time I tried it out, I was using a friend's Madara, and it took like 124 turns. Again, because I don't have 2 Madaras, right? If you have 2, things will be much easier because one will put him under the hopeless status. The second one can just keep attacking and you guys just keep taking turns, right? So same thing as 2 KCM Naruto, but this case, I'm using my own Narutos, all right? So if you guys don't have my units but have better units, then definitely use them. Or if you guys don't have any of the new units, just work around with Sasuke's weaknesses or strengths, etc. All right, just try to keep a support unit that can debuff him or buff your whole team, because he will keep debuffing you. And then also try to have someone to heal your team, all right? I totally forgot if there was ever a unit that will heal paralysis or can prevent that from happening. If there is, definitely use him or her. If not, then use a ninja gear that will prevent that, or try to prevent that, all right? So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to comment down below and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible, all right? And if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe for more quality contents. And as always, I'll see you all at my next video. Take care and bye now.